Welcome to the May Monthly Towers. We're back in Zone 3 to do them, not too bad. This one might be impossible to do still, but yeah, we're gonna start off with the harder ones. Why not? Maybe it'll give it a little bit more time for this to fix up. So, let's see. So we gotta go all the way up to here. You'll notice it's around there, so what you gotta do is you gotta go up here. You gotta get all the way to the top. So pretty much think about just going to the Citadel, except you do a big drop and you get Tower of Insanely Chaotic Creations. Now this tower is kind of like Tower of Chaotic Moments and Obvious Chaos. So if you like those towers, this tower is actually going to be pretty nice. So you have a lot of the similar mechanics. This beginning, however, is timed, as you have a lot of time sections. And that's overall what you're going to see quite a lot on this tower. A lot of big time sections. Some of them are ginormous as well. For this, you got to go all the way over here. And yeah, so none of the towers are too bad. This one is probably our one. You have kind of like an old-fashioned tower and then a Chloe difficult tower. So yeah, once you go back here, you get some permanent button progress, which will help you move on. Also, I have low detail mode off. I think I had it off for some reason. But yeah. So failing, you can lose a lot of progress. This tower can take a long time. But if you don't fail, I mean, it will not take anywhere as long, but chances are you're gonna fail at some point, no matter what your skill is, unless it was just your day, then maybe. So that's that. Now, if I could ever get back. Oh, by the way, this is like there's like another part of like the tower that kind of goes out. It's not like quite like a weird wacky frame, but it's up there. So yeah, now we can actually do this. You just gotta wrap and you just gotta go because it's like a 2-stud ladder. So just keep that in mind. And now you have some elevator gameplay. Yes, elevator gameplay. So you just have to go across these elevators, and then you get this. You just have to kind of go on that, and you'll be fine. Just be mindful that you will be close to the edge, so just keep that in mind. And now, oh, by the way, you're on floor 2, so yeah. And then you get to go here. What just happened? I don't know what happened. So yeah, and this month I'm probably gonna be a bit more like, it's probably gonna be a bit more of like a guided commentary, even though it's not really. Just the nature, like especially with these like harder towers, I might not be that way towards like difficulty and whatnot, because the jumps are gonna be a bit easier. I'll be like, all right, you could easily do this by just simply doing that. This will be like, all right, you got this to do, but that's that. Also, this tower takes a while. It's not the longest tower. It's not the shortest either. So you want a little bit of time, and this you want to wrap and make it out of. I don't know what happened that time. Now we get this, and then you have another platform. You'll see quite a few of those throughout the tower, especially later on. The mechanics get more and more. And now you have this wrap. It's a pretty tight wrap. You have to just wrap around the entire thing and keep going. Other than that, it's not too bad. And now you get this spinner thing, so wait towards like this part here as you get carried onto this, which then you just get to simply jump off. And now you have to wait for a platform to appear so you can then do all of the gameplay. And then you want to wait on this 2x2 so you can quickly go here and then quickly go on all the gameplay onto that, as it's actually decently tight. And then you get this, and then you just go up, and now you're inside the spinner. Now, the spinner's not too bad. A couple jumps can be a bit goofy, but nothing too bad. Some spinners might be a bit worse, like there's one floor that has a lot of spinners. Now you're on floor 3. You get this balloon-like puzzle. You just have to simply get across while the beat blocks kind of go across. It can take a while, but you would need the balloon. So yeah, just expect it to take like a solid while. Then you'll be fine. Ooh, if I was just a tad faster. But yeah, nothing too bad. Once you get the button, you can just pop the balloon in. You can easily get your way back. And now that puzzle is complete, and you never have to do it as long as this run exists. So now you get to go this way. You just have to slowly get your way up to the red teleporter because teleporters are red. And now you have this. You just have to jump onto this. And then I recommend going near first person on the last one, but this one, it's good to not be sight reading these, even though you can. This one you want to be in first person a lot, like especially towards the end, because you have to you just have to move around a lot. It's easier to see where you have to go in first person. So yeah, that one's very sight readable. This one's not as sight readable. So you just gotta go on top. And these first couple, you can easily see where to go. But as soon as you have to go in between a couple gaps, well, I guess it wasn't that one. But yeah, there's one where it's a bit different. I guess I was talking about the wrong one. It's still good to go in first person towards the end though, so I would still recommend that. But anyways, you'll see a button which you have to quickly get in. And I recommend quickly going back because you don't have to wait as long, but you do what's more comfortable. You got some pretty tight green stuff, green platforms to go on. I recommend just hitting getting as high as you can to hit the platforms towards the side. You'll be able to go on them a bit easier. This one's a bit difficult. You have to go on this, and then you just have to kind of you can be forward like this, perpendicular to it, and then you go on to this platform right there. That's the platform you have to go on, and then you can go around. You get to go down here, hit this button, and now you're back. This is the one you want to go in first person a lot towards the end. So yeah, if you barely keep internet connection, you'll be able to see you have to go on top of here, and then you want to just stay in first person. As you see towards this end, it becomes way easier to see what you're doing. So that's the one I was talking about earlier. So yeah, now once you moved on, you have some nice elevators. Now I don't know what floor I'm on. I'm probably on 3 still. Yeah, this tower can take a while. Nothing too lengthy though, thankfully. So now it's just, you just gotta simply time to win. This one right here is actually pretty bad. I'd recommend, if you have T-pose, I would recommend using it. You don't need it, but it's still good to have just because it extends your hitbox a little more, making it a bit easier. And now you have this weird stick out, but nothing too difficult here. Just have to wrap around again, and then you jump to here, and you just gotta hold space. Try not to take too much damage. It's probably possible to do this without taking any damage at all if you're lucky, but just try to avoid taking too much damage. You just kind of have to keep going, and eventually you'll be able to get through. Now you have some simple wraparounds, some simple falling platform. Well, they're not falling, but kind of. Now you have some falling. Oh man, I guess I had to fall. But thankfully, here's something to show. It doesn't take as long to actually get back. No, shocker, surprising, but there's quite a lot of button progress in this tower, which I actually want to show. I'm actually going to show myself getting back, unless I fall all the way to the beginning. But basically, you get a lot of button progress, which tends to save you, especially in some areas later on. But here, for example, you don't have to go all that way. You could just jump straight to there. It's best for this platform to probably be here, though. But yeah, you still have to redo a couple sections like this one, which thankfully, since you've been here and you've done it legit and stuff, you'll be able to make it back right away. So not only you're gonna have a little bit of you're gonna be better at this section, you also have quite a bit of button progress, which just makes it even quicker to get back. So now you have to go on this. You have to push it down. It's a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. Once it goes down, you'll be able to go onto the teleporter, and now you're pretty much back. I think this is floor 4 now, so maybe we did get to floor 4, maybe even floor 5. Well, not quite, but that's yeah. It takes nowhere near as long as it takes to get to somewhere, especially if you're just trying to complete it on your own. It's gonna take even less time. So yeah, this tower, it's quite lengthy, but nothing just too bad. So yeah, as you see, we're already back. Still gonna T-pose this just because I don't want to fail it that much. So yeah, now let's get back to actually doing this tower. So you still got to keep all your skill. You got to have your 100 health, which I never seem to have actually got to. Now you could probably wait on top of these, thinking about it, but it might not be the best idea. You could just randomly take a ton of damage. That's that. So now we're actually gonna make it back. So what you want to do is you gotta flick and not fail. Now you can do that. It's probably better to do the flip the way I did. Just otherwise, it's weird. You gotta go like across. Wow. Do what's ever comfortable for you. And now you have some green platforms. No, you gotta go to there. So yeah, that's something to keep a little bit in mind for. So that's that. Then I get to go here, wrap around, jump through, and down. Now, this tower. Well, I don't know if I want to give opinions on this tower. This tower, it's pretty enjoyable. It's definitely not as enjoyable like when you're not using boost items, because you could fall out. But it's a pretty likable tower. Now, give or take, if you don't like this kind of gameplay, you're not gonna like the tower. But yeah. Now, there's a more classic tower in Ring 2. If you don't like that one, that's probably the worst one. But yeah. Now, this section, you gotta quickly go down this wall. You gotta go down this middle one, go here, and then you're kind of just going back and forth the entire time. You want to go pretty much like cutthroat tight at the beginning, because it gets actually pretty tight towards the end. Like, you get a few seconds left. Like, I went like right away, and I had 3 seconds left. So that's something to look out for. Now, for this, you gotta get the push box onto the X without falling over. And now you have 2, which you have to use this one to jump on to that one. So I recommend pushing this one pretty much towards the corner, not exactly, but like 1 stud away from the corner. And then you just push this one close, and you'll be able to easily wrap around. And now you have this balloon puzzle. You gotta get onto the balloon. You have to go all the way to here, and then you just kind of go on top. And now you have this simple. You gotta hit. It's simple. You just gotta hit the push box, and then your balloon controls it. So you gotta just kind of push it in front. Move your balloon around a little bit, because your balloon can't get stuck on the corner. Thankfully, it's much easier to get it through tight areas. And then once you get this button, something to do. I recommend respawning the box, because it might be a bit difficult to get through. Also, it's really easy to get it back to the area. So you could just go through here, hit this button, there. And now you can go this way, and you have to hit a few buttons. So you have to hit this one right here, and then you have to go all the way around to this way, wrap into this way, so you can actually hit this button. And that's every single button that you need to hit. Well, one more, but, you know, it's very easy. And the reason why you gotta do all this is to get a button right here. You get through. Perfect. And then you go around, you hit this. And now you have 90 seconds to do a lot of gameplay. Simple wraparound. Try to take a little bit of time. It's not the most tight thing, but you don't want to stop for too long. Just keep going the entire time. Like I don't know, maybe you can look to see the next jump, but if you're sight reading, you might want to go a bit quicker. Just because of that nature, you'll be slower with sight reading and whatnot. But if you're not sight reading, just kind of keep going, and you'll be fine. Once you go up here, you gotta hit this, and then you gotta go this way, go around. Nothing too bad, and still gotta keep going, mind you. And then you go here, wrap around to this, jump up, go this way, and then pretty simple, sight readable gameplay. Definitely has a 2020 feel to it. And now you're on another floor. So yeah, you get like quite a lot of time to do that one section. 90 seconds is a lot of time, and those 90 seconds better stay. Because yeah, it's good to have that on there. If you think you're gonna run out of time, it's better to wait way too long than to just go realize you had nowhere near enough time. Oh, the platform's right there. I guess I missed it. Well, that's not too bad. Now I get to this one. I believe this is 4-6. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but 4-6 isn't too bad. Maybe I'm wrong and it's like 4-10. Well, it's some universe, but you get these like conveyor things. You gotta hit these, and this one you gotta be a bit careful on, because this one can break. So you kind of want to carefully jump on this one, so you can hit the red platform, which I think they've actually nerfed that a little bit, because that platform wasn't there when I was playing this tower. Now you have this. You get 35 seconds to do some speed run button progress. Yeah, there's just a lot of time sections overall on this. It gets a little bit annoying after a while, but yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, you gotta pretty much do these conveyor sections again. You see where you have to get off and whatnot. There's this gameplay. And you get to go up here, and now you have to go against the conveyor. Try not to go onto the conveyor, it's very fast. And you still have gameplay left. Yeah, this one's actually pretty tight. Then you have this. So, yeah, that 35-second one, you don't want to be wasting time. Now you get some nice little gameplay. Oops. If you do go on this side, you can easily go around. So, yeah. When you go on this, you want to kind of like face the wall, turn around, then just kind of go to the side. But I did it wrong. If you do that wrong, you just can simply go around. After they get a couple just like random ladder flicks. You don't see those too many throughout the tower, but they're just kind of random. And then you have this. You have some more conveyors. This section's very free. Don't know why it's here, but it's kind of here to just waste time, I guess. Still be mindful because you can fail. Like, you could fall off, so just be a bit mindful of it. But it's a very easy section to do. And then, would you look at this? You have another time section with simple gameplay, but it can rack up your nerves, especially if, like, your skill difficulty is like enough to do this tower, like just enough. It can be wild. Thankfully, once you get to here, you get to, I think this is floor 7. See, 10, 9, 8, 7. No, this is floor 6. The previous was actually floor 5. Oh no. Now you get your extreme puzzle. So you get to go on this one, followed by that, and then you can just go on this. You'll get flung here, and then you have a pretty tight jumps. Actually, you gotta time them all. And you do have to jump on them. See what looks like to be a conveyor jump? It probably isn't. Try to treat it as one. Don't really see too many like over jumping on conveyor jumps. But yeah, you have to go around the stuff right there. If you fall, it's not the end of the world. You can go on the conveyor, but just keep that in mind. Then you wrap around, jump to here. You have to kind of wrap and go in. There's some weirdly like oddly tight jumps. Nothing to worry about in general. So you get to go here, wrap around up to this. You have to wrap, go in, and then you have to squeeze through this. Just kind of go through. And now you have some more stuff. So you just have to kind of go down. And for this one, you want to squeeze the middle. You just want to go down this one. Then try to stay a bit similar to where you were on that one. So you can make it. And this, you just got to slowly go down after you go all the way up. It's just pretty much following the pattern. If you've played Chaotic Moments, it's nothing you can't do. Yeah, you want to jump on these. For this, you got to go to the left side. And now you have another button, which, can you guess what it does? Another time section, that's right. By the way, if anybody knows, let me know how many timed button sections there are in this tower. And rate them from least to most tight. Now that one's actually probably the most. I had 1 second left and I was going at a not too bad pace. So that one's probably the most tight, but yeah, and then you get this, you just have to go around. Try to hit that. They're very likely to be safe net, but I have not tried that out, so be careful. But this means if you fall, you're likely gonna land on something, but still try not to fall, as something like that can happen. Which means you got to redo your conveyor jumps. And yeah, falling here, you get to fall down more, which you lose more but less progress here. Like, you lose way more progress, but you gotta save on something down here, and even then, you'll be sent back to certain areas and floors. It's weird. So yeah, that's what happens if you horribly fail a trust thing. So yeah, now let's just calmly get back. It's May. May's a nice calm month, you know. Stuff we have to do that one button section, but you know, it's the end of the school year for most. It's just a time to be chill, you know. Soon enough it'll be June, and you know, everything's gonna go chaos because, you know, summer break and gaming, but we're not. So yeah, now this is an actual, like, this is probably slightly more accurate representation of how this time section is gonna go. Kind of like that. You're gonna have like about 3 seconds left. Still really tight, but not as tight as it was because I was commentating on it. Now we got this. Boom. Yes. Got some more tight gameplay. Gonna go around quickly go down, and then you actually go around. This one you want to get towards the corner. You can actually kind of go around. So it's that you can easily get on, but it's just a weird like transition from the truss to like the wrap. Now you have some slanted platforms, and then you just have to go around wrapping, and you get some like inverse slanted jump things. I don't know what to call them. And now, guess what? You can't even jump. Once you're here, you can jump, and you gotta do a far jump to get onto the blue thing to go to here. And then you're going on these platforms, which then is followed by this. So that's that. Also, yeah, that's a zipline, and Zone 9's releasing soon. Hopefully this month, May. My guess is it's going to release very late May. I hope it does. I'd be able to, you know, it'd become summer break for most, and just be a good time, you know, early summer break, not much to do. Good time for a new Zone to release. But that's that. You know, some people go on summer break in like June. Some people are not even on summer break. It just kind of determines a lot. Also, this one, do it on the left side, even though you're like not gonna try on that. Be aware of it unless you're that bad at left-sided wraps. Once you're through, you gotta go this way. You get to go on this, which voice crack puts you here, which is in that little area, so your nerves are gonna be like way less. So you get to go through, and then you have to go onto this, followed by a conveyor, and then some more jumps, simple ladder flicks that are just there. I think to just be there. If all the ladder flicks are removed, there would be very little difference in this tower, just because they're just not used that much. If they're used in a very simplistic way. So now you have this. This is a truss. Keep that in mind. It's a truss. It might look like a blue platform, but it's just a truss. And now you have this floor. You get 500 seconds to literally do like the entire thing. Oh, by the way, this thing is safety net right here. It looks horrible, it is. So yeah, you get 500 seconds. You just gotta keep going, okay? Just don't stop. I mean, when I was practicing this, I was failing a lot in redoing sections. I had 100 seconds, but even then, just keep going. Hopefully you get like around 100 seconds by the time you do this, so it's like nice and slow pace, but you're not like too slow or too fast. And yes, there are like actual like outside areas. You do have to backtrack to a couple sections at some point. And something to know is there will be a couple confusing areas which I might get a little bit on. By the way, there's probably like already like 7 trillion guides on all these towers, so the guides are probably not important. You just have to have a couple channels be on it, and that'll be good. So yeah, then you go on the spinner. Ooh, barely land on that. You get to go up here and then go around, go to this, and now this part can be a bit confusing. You gotta jump down onto this, and then you gotta wrap to here. Actually, it's not that confusing. It was before because the lighting was weird, but it's probably been changed. I mean, I haven't checked the Discord, but I can pretty much guarantee changes have been made to lower difficulty and whatnot. But yeah. And now you get this. Avoid the kill bricks. They cause a lot of damage. And you don't want to take too much damage because you want to go quick on this section because you get 500 seconds, but you're doing just so much. It pretty much combines, you know, Tower of Obvious Chaos and literally chaotic moments. Like, it combines the two. I think this is like a trilogy where it's like this is, or like Obvious Chaos is the first, chaotic moments second, this is the third. It'd be cool if this was like a permanent tower area in like it was like if it was a permanent tower. But hey, yeah, it'll be permanent somewhere. But then you got to go through hit this. Try not to pop the balloons. I don't know if these outsides are safety net. They probably aren't. So just be careful with them. And yes, you do have to do all 4 of these. It's just a big bun hunt that just pretty much combines the two, as I've already said. Make sure you actually hit the button, as your balloon just might bounce it. You'll know if you hit the button, but just don't trust that you did. But now you're done with that, you have like one more big section after this. You might think, oh, the section's getting done. This gets very close, by the way, so just kind of wait for it to fully arrive. And then you have to go up here, go into this. You know what? In this area is safety net. You just gotta wrap onto the spinner as it arrives. It's horrible. You go onto this, and then you have to like quickly jump onto this, and then you have to go onto this spinner, and then jump off. It's very convoluted. I did that in a very horrible way, but it's just the nature of that. It's not good. This, if you fall, you just go back. So don't worry. This jump you gotta squeeze through. It's insane difficulty, but nothing too bad. And now you get this blueness. You get to go here. You get to go onto this. And then you get to fly this way. So yeah, just know that that balloon's there. And now you have to go down and you have to do what you did for chaotic moments. It's a bit different, obviously, but you still have to do a ton of gameplay. And this section also takes a long time. Thankfully, this area is safety netted, so if you fail like I just did, you're actually in the clear. So that's a plus. It takes time though, which there is one progress stuff, but it's that. And by the way, if you do get here, don't worry about like the 500 seconds wearing out. The only time it really matters is at the very end. It's basically you gotta reset the timer so you can get back, which will take way less time because you have all the buttons and stuff. So just keep that in mind. You can't like follow your doom because you run out of time. It's just you can't get to the next floor. So it's nothing too dangerous, thankfully. Oh, this thing's horrible. You gotta jump onto, you gotta hold jump onto that, and it'll give you enough jump boost to actually make it. It's horrible. So yeah, you want like a, if I had a keyboard like layout thingy that like show what keys I was pressing, you would see I held space the entire time on that. It's so it just gives you jump boost, and you want to go it on the one because you'll slowly get less and less jump boost. Once you get past that corner, you're getting pretty close to being done. You still have quite a bit left, but it's nothing too bad. Also, you gotta wrap in on that one jump, so it's probably remorseless because there's just randomly like huge difficulty spikes on just like a couple jumps. Other than that, it's solid. Once you get through this, you actually have to go into this. Unique. All these, you can probably jump right there, but if you're good at two-step walk-arounds, I just recommend walking around. You do very few jumps, but once you're here, you have to do a ton of more gameplay and walking and falling, and that falling sends you back to here, which then getting all those buttons, it just be able to go right back to here. And this is where you'll see if you ran out of time, you just go on that, it teleports you back. But since I have 155 seconds, I have more than enough time to do that tight wrap around and move on. So now this is, I think, floor 9. This is a big spinner heavy floor. So you just got a lot of spinners. You go on this, just push you here so you can easily jump off. And then you have this, nothing too bad. You just got to go here, here, and then you go on this. So you can go on the more spinners. And now you're pretty far. And I want to fall. Also, why would you look at that? It's probably copyright though, but who knows? I don't know, like all kind of music copyright. Oh, you go down here after this, and when you're on this floor, don't worry about the timer. The timer only goes to that one specific floor. But now you're in that section. This jump's weird. You gotta like kind of just like jump and then go. It's weird, but it's completely safety netted, so don't even worry about it. And now you have some spinner stuff. I recommend doing a header like the way I did it with the spinner physics. It makes it way easier. Now you have kind of these wall things that you get to just simply wrap around, and then you get to jump to here, go to this simple stuff, and yeah, I guess this tower is really long. I didn't realize it's been 30 minutes already. And I've been going the entire time. I think I fell a couple spots, but I was only able to get back right away. So yeah, I guess this tower is actually pretty lengthy. Yeah, I think it's worth doing. And this jump is actually really tight. So you want to jump towards the end. Then you get some normal jumps. And then you go onto this. You go here. And then you go onto this. Which increase in more jump power every time. And then you have this. Thank God it's safe. Basically you gotta go perpendicular to this. And then you go onto these blue ones. And they have to go very far forward so you can barely land there. And they have to wrap around. Go perpendicular on all of those green ones. And then you have to do some very tight timings towards the end. It's horrible. Thankfully this is safe net because it could probably make this tower insane like that. You have to go here and then you have to go this way, this way, this way, this way, and you'll barely make it if you do it right on that last one. It's really bad. Like, yeah, it's pretty much just trial and error. So let's hope if I can do it soon. Let's go, I did it. And then not only that, you have to do this tight wraparound. I probably really recommend having T-pose. And after that, it gets really simple. But now you don't want to fall. Basically, you jump, you go forward. That's all you do here. And now you get to continue on. So you have some simple jumps, nothing to really worry about here. Get some tight editors for no reason at all. And then you got some surprisingly tight wraps, probably like 8-9 stud. I doubt 10 stud though, because they'd be really tight and have to put a lot of effort to make them. And then you have this section. Try to stay with like this middle pillar. It makes the jumps a little bit easier. You don't have to do that though. Now you have this. You just simply jump onto this. And then you go inside the structure. So now you have these like block things. Jump onto this, remember to like kind of just like aim higher. Because it makes it a little bit easier. Don't worry about falling. It's safe in it. And you can see where you need to go because it's a renown thing. And also if you have a light item, which you probably do, you probably have the crystal. I recommend use that. Might make things a bit easier. If you need to though. If you don't need to, there's no point. You might just accidentally use it and you might lose a lot of health. So yeah, just there's that. Now you have some very simple gameplay. And then you just jump up. And now you have another time section. Get yourself ready. You have 40 seconds. And there's still more time sections after this. This isn't the last one, by the way. This, you just gotta kind of wrap around big. But after that, you get nothing too bad. Now you get to go here. You have to quickly wrap onto some more platforms. Go around, jump on top of these. And then you gotta head to your up. Quickly go this way. Then do these wraparounds rather quick. And then you have to carefully go around here. And that isn't the last one, but be careful. You have these two jumps. And then you pretty much win, but just be mindful your health might drain. So you just have to wait for a platform to arrive. Just like the end of TOCM and TOC. So it's just some simple gameplay. Praying you don't lose internet at the last second. Oh look, it's 2024. Then you just jump down here. These like inlet things kind of tell you where you need to go. You get another truss. Some more going down, going up, and whatnot. And then you go on this. You gotta go all the way there and then to there, and that's pretty much it. You did get to that one last time section as at the very end. This is probably like the final of the final stretch. It's a time section, and it's a really tight time section too. But that is the last one, so yeah. When there was that 40-second one that I showed earlier, oh, yeah. This I recommend doing to the left because of that. Even though you probably would, yeah, you won't have a problem, but it's probably like placebo and whatnot that'll really prevent you. So yeah, the only thing to worry about at this area is your health. So if you're low on health, just fall down and try to avoid it. But yeah. And then for this, you actually go to there, and then you're on top of everything. So you have to do that. You get 8 seconds to do. very simple jumps, literally, with some voice cracks. Once you get to this, you're pretty much good to go. And then you win, so that's the hardest one. Cool tower, I like it. It's a cool tower, I like it. Pretty fun. So that's that. So now it's time to do the intense tower, which is in Ring 2. If you're stopping off here, see you. If you're gonna keep going, then you're probably either watching the whole thing, or if not, I made videos on the other two, so yeah. That is the Remorseless Tower. If this is, I hope this is useful to somebody. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, that's the Remorseless Tower this month. I kind of like it. You might not. It's kind of like preference to if you like that style of gameplay, though. So yeah. So Remorseless Tower for this month. It's time to do the Intense Tower. It's not too bad. It's pretty short. Tower vibing. It can fail though. It's definitely failing. I've had a lot of horrible fails with this, but hey. So this tower, it's good to know a couple things. There's tricks throughout it that do that you can easily fail, so you want to keep on it. But other than that, it's pretty sight readable, like very sight readable, except for one section of floor 10. But you can figure out. You just gotta just keep your mind open. Like, all right, is there anything like that could possibly end your run? Other than that, it's not too bad. It's just kind of like a classic type tower. I guess it was either made for Forgotten Ridge or it just from late 2018, early 2019. Those are my two guesses of what it could be from, just the way it kind of feels. Or maybe it's just a completely modern tower. Who knows? Also, never mind. I was gonna think of something with the frame, but I think it's just random colors. So yeah, the first floors aren't too bad, but every floor does have a little bit something extra to add it. Keep in mind that there's a ton of just safety nets throughout this tower, except for 2 locations on this. One on floor 6, one on floor 8. Those are the only 2 spots that where if you fell, your run would be over, but that's it. Everything else you can save on something, which can just save your run very easily. Also, those 2 one-shots are falling platforms. Yes, I said 2, even though there's 3. 2 of them are falling. So now you get some simple stuff, which you can either just go on kill picks, except for that one, or just do the gameplay, just preference, I guess. Than that, you get to do more gameplay. I've already said 5,000 times, but yeah, you can tell I want to be done trying to record a completion of this. I don't know why I'm just trying to do it all in one take. I guess it's probably taking longer to do this than just do that, but quite literally I haven't been in the tower, so who knows. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm trying to get everything just one time constraints. Not a big deal though. Yeah, at least these will be easy to get out there, and I'll actually be motivated to do that for this month. Anyways, you're on floor 4, which kind of introduces a new trick with conveyors. There's only one on this floor, but after that it kind of just continues on this, just to do more, and now I get some nice safety net gameplay that is, I got a feeling, is just highly skippable. There's probably a lot of skips with this, and something to note, there's a lot of skips on this tower. You might notice there's just random thin studs everywhere. Those probably signify some skip that you can take, so see that you might want to try it out, see if you can discover a nice little skip that makes this tower even shorter. What? Apparently I can't do grammar, but yeah. Anyways, now you get some very simple gameplay. It's this tower's it's got some spots that are actually weirdly weirdly feel like older tower. It's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say was so some spots of this tower feel really easy, but really difficult at the same time. It's hard to explain. Let's use your first conveyor. Just hold D, or you'll be able to jump like that. Also, all spinners carry you with them in this tower. So keep that in mind, except for non-collidable spinners like Kilbrick ones. And for this, I recommend going to the left, otherwise you'll hit your head on the points of platform thingy. Now you have some simple jumps with some wobbly platforms. It's good to go all the way on them. If you're low on health, you can just wait here, but I somehow took one hit of damage, so we'll be moving on. And then you have this, you just gotta go around, and then just kind of just like go across. It'll save a lot of the time, especially if you're high in health like me. They have another conveyor, but you have this spinner. It's not that weird, basically you just gotta time this. And they just have to kind of just like time these. They're actually kind of tight just because the spinners actually raise like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta, it's like 6 studs, and it gets kind of close, so it's good to just understand the timing of that spinner, of getting on in the the middle of doing it and getting off. Also, look, it's 4-6, and these are a couple seconds, but it's good to wait if you haven't seen it like just arrived. Yeah, there's one tiny section in this floor that can end your run if you fail it, but it's only one tiny section, so it's nothing to worry about, fortunately. Floor 8, however, is a different story, as there's a slightly bigger section with actually kind of difficult gameplay that can end your run. This, thankfully, is not the short section. It would be bad because there's actually quite a lot of gameplay to do here, and you can definitely choke on some of these jumps. This is it. You get this little spinner where you have to go on and just get to the other side. What I recommend doing is going here, going to the middle, and then just slowly going to the other side with it. Also, I'm like 80% sure, 80% sure that you could go on the sides, but yeah. Once you pass that, you get this safety net, and on floor 8, I'm also 80% sure that you can't save. It looks something similar like to this, except, you know, obviously everything's different, but the height between these jumps and the ground is pretty similar. So that's something to keep in mind. It's probably safety net, but I doubt it. I wouldn't trust it though. And yeah, you'll see. Something to know is you just gotta expect for there just be at completely random moments, random conveyors. So just know that and just keep mindful. Also, you get conveyor jumps. I barely landed that one. Now you can either jump off onto here or go around, I guess. Now you're on the lovely floor 7. You're getting pretty close to conquering the tower, thankfully. See, out of this just like random tower. I wonder how long this tower has been on the whitelist for. They've probably found like all the whitelisted towers since like 2018, 2019, but most of them probably going. Also, I think this is a path you can take. I don't know though. I should have tested it out earlier, but I never did. I'll go this way because of that though. It's not like there's much of a difference anyways. Yeah, but they still get you to the same area, so unless one of them's like not collidable. Anyways, I recommend going from there instead of that. These are roped, and because of that, they can get very unstable and just move around a lot very quickly, and that's that. But now we're going on to the infamous floor 8. Well, I mean, I guess not infamous. This tower is probably unheard of until now. Maybe it was at some time in the past. I don't know. This is the floor where, yeah, again, you can't fail in a certain section, but for pretty much most of it, you can fail and save. And then also, this is a pretty strong conveyor. Thankfully, it doesn't end very abruptly towards the end, so you just fall off. Thankfully, that's that. Then you go into this, jump over here, and then you just go on top of these. Now you can't jump on the kill bricks; they're all collidable. That's why I avoided them. So you could just range up on those if you want to be extra safe. With that, keep in mind this area you can lose a lot of health, so I recommend having high health. This area is fine, and the reason why is because there's a maze. You gotta simply go this way. You turn right, and then you gotta see this platform. You just simply go there. You go forward. You'll see this transparent area. You go in that. And then you just follow the path for literally the rest of the maze. And you just did the simple maze. Yeah, that's just a completely simple maze. which rewards you with a nice safety net. Let's go. A nice little safety net. Which is great for later on. My problem is, this is right before the section that you cannot fail, that I know of. Maybe you might be able to save somewhere, but yeah, see, nothing. So you gotta be very careful with this. Carefully go on this tightrope, wrap around up to here. And yeah, you see the jumps are, for some reason, like, actually, like, kind of nerve-wracking because they're just, like, very long jumps. Then you have this, you just gotta carefully go across to this, jump onto this carefully, and go around there, and then you're done with that section forever. Well, unless you fall back and you have to do it again. But now you're on floor 9, rewarded by a lot of safety net stuff, as you have, like, over half the floor you can just, on, like, over half of, like, the floor now, you can just fall and save it right back to the very beginning of this nice short floor. So that's something to be good about also. There's not that many traps on this floor. Just be mindful of the gameplay you're doing and just be careful. Floor 10 though has a lot of traps, as I said earlier. I think maybe I did. Positive I did. Basically, floor 10 you see up there, there's just a lot of, like, you just have to go a lot of just random directions and clear your throat beforehand. But yeah, for this you just gotta go all the way up and go down, and you'll be able to go nice, easy, and through, and then you just go this way. You have some 4x4x1s, never trust them. And then you have a conveyor jump, followed by another conveyor jump. Those kind of get you, if you're going unsuspecting for them. So they're not that hard conveyor jumps, just time them. You just need to be able to know what you're doing, and you'll actually be able to do them very easily. They look hard, but they're actually easy. Now you got towards the end of 9, you get this weird, like, texture for the studs on 10. It's the color white, but it's odd. Don't forget 4x4x1s, always falling. Well, I mean, not all the time, but if you play this game a lot, you're never gonna trust those, because they just, a lot of towers use that kind of, like, platform as just like a falling platform. Yeah. Also, if you fail in this area, I haven't failed here before, but if you see right there, you can see it looks to be little platforms. So if you fail in this area, it looks like you can save, but yeah, try not to fall here though. This looks like there's even more of, like, a safety net. Also, oh boy, just hold jump and go through that area. And now you have a message called go. Floor 5 actually said, why, hello there. I never pointed out though. But now it's floor 10. You got some simple jumps to start it off. Nothing too bad. But then shortly after you get a spinner jump. These two stud spinners actually, the timings are weird on them. Well, they feel weird at least. So you just gotta time them kind of when I jump off. It's the only thing I've explained. But now, when you're on this platform, just kind of do exactly what I do, and you'll be fine. Well, except for there. Basically, you see this. Oh, look, truss. It looks weird. That's because it's not glidable. You gotta far jump to the onto this platform, which is extended by barely visible. And then you get some simple jumps, and then you have this. Oh, look, a truss. No, you gotta go right here. You get a huge platform, and then you have to jump onto this truss, but be close to this wall, because close to the wall is collidable. Just got some simple stuff to go around. And then once you go around this last one, instead of going this way because it's not collidable, or that way because it's not collidable, you have to go behind the wall so you can go on top on this one side. And the last one, you see this. It's not collidable. You got to go right there. So you got to carefully go onto this, jump this, pray it actually takes you with it, and then you can go on. As I failed then eventually fell all the way on. And now at this point, you're pretty much trap free. You just have to go around. This, by the way, isn't collidable, but you still just want to go around it. You'll take damage and stuff. But now you get to go around across some falling platforms that don't feel like falling. And now you have this. You just gotta kind of like go and then just quickly jump off. If you play tower keyboarding, you can do that. But now you get to jump onto this platform. You go here. You wrap onto the ladder. And then you go here. You go on top of this truss. And now you have the spinner jump. Don't fail. But after that, you can finally win the tower. let's go. Man, that tower took a little too long to do. Yeah, that's the intense tower. Already did the most tower, so you have to either go back or find the video if you want to do that, but that's that one. Now we got the beat the new intense tower in Ring 2. So, well, no, I just did that one. So the tickets are a lot. The difficult 11, this one 15, the other one 23. Somehow. Or 17, 23, 25. So that's the intense tower. Now we get to go all the way Zone 6 for hopefully no longer broken monthly tower. So yeah. That's the intense tower. The only one and the only one. If you want to do that one first, do that one first. It's just kind of that one and the other one. Kind of weird. But yeah. That's that one. So, you got one tower left. Unless you're going this way. Well, it actually doesn't matter. There's one tower left, whether it's this one or this one. Or you are watching this as the first one or the last one. Who knows? So yeah, there's only one tower left this month to complete, and then all of them are done for the next, month. So yeah, that's the intense tower, and now it's time to do the difficult one now. Let's do the difficult tower now, or intense one. This is going way too long. Let's go to the difficult tower now. Finale, for me at least. We got the difficult tower in Zone 6. This is probably the best one this month, or maybe it's the second or the first one that you're doing. I'm doing this first. Did the other two, as you clearly see or saw. Yeah, maybe this is the first video watching of this month, or last or second, or you're watching the entire thing. Who knows? We get to go this magical way, and you see the way I'm going. It goes to the Sky Lobby, which gives you access to the Tower of Vast Horizons, or TOVH, made by the one and only Chloe. So you get to go this way. You're going to experience a lot of lag initially, but you got to go towards Vast Horizons. You jump up, and now you have the nice gameplay of the tower. This, you just go backwards, and you go up. So you get this cool mechanic. You just got to jump and kind of go around. It's like that. It's a lot of safety nuts, and overall, I was playing this for fun, which, although was a bit broken, hopefully seems to be fixed now. We'll get to see, though, if that holds up or not. This tower... I fell again. But, yeah, this tower, it's pretty fun. We'll see if it sticks up on the... when I'm doing it for real, but... yeah. Thankfully, this tower is only difficulty, which still gives a lot of tickets, but... yeah. So, the towers this month, they take a hot minute to do. I say that because it's it'll be taking some time. Once you're done, you'll be like, oh, I gotta do that again. No, you don't. You can access this path, which, with this mechanic, it's kind of just like glue. You just go to this, you jump off, and up makes you go up, down makes you just go, very far down-ish. It just moves you far. So if this, just hold W, and you'll make it through just fine. And then this, I guess you could go this way as well, but you just gotta go on these, and then you get to go up and around onto this, and feel like you have to sneeze, but now you have to go get a button so you can continue on. Yes, this is for 2. So you just gotta simply go around and do this, go through this. Oh look, you're on the outside section now. Thankfully, this tower's got the safety nets unlike the other two. The other two, you gotta have the skill to be able to do them. This one, if you're able to get to Zone 6, you can obviously beat the tower. But Ring 2 and Zone 3, better have the skill. Otherwise, wait till next month. This, you just gotta simply go around, and then you got this. Yeah. You can trust that this tower has pretty good quality. Nothing's gonna be too broken, but sometimes stuff breaks. It was probably broken when it was getting put in here, but anyways, you have this. You just gotta go on this, and then you just go around and jump off. There's not really too much to say. Most of the gameplay comes through a little-ish. But yeah, this, it says it goes down. It pushes you far. Just keep that in mind. This, you gotta look where you're going, and you'll be able to go on. For this, you just gotta push it all the way, and you just gotta kind of go in until it bounces back into place. It's a bit weird. For this, kind of just like Tower of Zany Architecture 49, you gotta push this around to the other side to get the button, or fall. What? I found that? Okay, this isn't the time to be mad. This is the time to be glad. It's May. Also, why'd that randomly go? It's May. Summer breaks around the corner. Get some chill towers. But not, so, yeah. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're on a new floor. Yeah. Got some nice, cool gameplay for this. You can just go around. You'll go out. No, all 4 teleports bring you the same direction. So you can kind of pick just any one of them. Let's pick this one right here. Does this have flip platforms, which... yeah, I think all these... they teleport you to the same area, I think. But yeah, you gotta... if you've played Tower Witch, Steeple of Witch Calamity, which you've likely had. See this mechanic, you just gotta wait for it to be the opposite, and then you just jump. And then you'll be able to do it. It's kind of use it to more extreme. That's kind of how that works. Pretty simple mechanic. You just have to kind of jump when it's at its like opposite spot, so it can actually go towards you, so you can make it. So that's that. Pretty simple. Nothing too bad. And now we get to go this way. And hit a button. And quickly go around. So you can then go onto this teleporter. I'm going to go on the left side so you can then easily go around, because when you want to go on a conveyor that's going against you. And you can flip it while on the elevator. I guess you can. And then you just gotta simply jump, and you'll go. So now you have to go here, and you just kind of have to... you just kind of have to go against the path of the way the spinner's going, so you can get all the buttons. And then you'll be able to go, and now you can, well, continue on. Pretty simple, pretty sight-readable tower. Probably, like... yeah, I mean, I don't think... you probably don't need a guide for this, just because the gameplay is very simple and it's pretty easy. I mean, but there's probably like videos that like Adamir experts or CRP have probably made on this tower, or anybody else that has like an actual like YouTube like fan base channel. Well, what I meant is like actual YouTubers that are like big to like JToH hobby standards. Well, just kind of like those, because this community is rather small, and I really struggle to say that. Okay, we got to some nice green floors now. Get to do multiple gameplay. Go this way. Click this button until it activates, then jump off. Simple, just like that. Be careful of the spinner above. You just gotta kind of dodge it, so like right after it goes, go. And then you have some nice, easy gameplay. You go into this. And then you have some nice transitions. And you have a safety net, probably like a halfway safety net. But nothing too bad. I'm not keeping count of the floors. We got some nervous sweating gameplay. You just gotta look for this one. Just like that. And then you get to go down here, hit this button, which then you get some nice simple wraparounds to do. Kind of reminds me of Cosmic Tides a little bit. But that tower is fun. The SC route though. The SC final stretch. Only do it if you really have nothing to do, because man, that took some time to do. Yeah, hey, get to go up here, go on top of this, go on this, and now we're on another floor. So I think this is floor 8. I think we're getting pretty close to the end, and we have that nice safety net to pretty much bring any nerves down. Just as long as just as long as the one section that was broken is no longer broken. I think it's fixed. People have said, oh, was it broken? So maybe it's been fixed. So it is good to wait a little bit before doing monthly towers and stuff. Or just like anything in general because of bugs and whatnot. Also, chances are servers usually get shut down. So that's just things to look out for. That's probably why that's why I probably barely had any bugs when I did Ashen Tower Works. I mean, Ashen Tower Works was an interesting area. Oh, by the way, for this you just gotta kind of just jump around. And now you have this, you just gotta get a button pretty much. And then you go back, and then you get to go this way. Which then you kind of have to jump out onto the spinner, just time it well. Pretty easy stuff. Played Overbearing Vertigo, you shouldn't have a problem with it. So never trusting, you're getting pretty far. You have some simple jumps, nothing too bad. Go around, go on top of this. Go all the way up here, which now you get to jump around. Let's go. Quickly go around. Thought something touched my arm. This, you just gotta just like press space, hold W forward, why not? Eventually you'll do it. And then you just gotta wrap around down. You gotta do this, and you just kinda have to like go to the side a little bit. It's not as hard as it looks, it's pretty easy. You can make it just like as precise as you want. But now you have this, you just gotta jump, wrap around this, and then you just jump to here, and now you get these nice transitions. Ooh. You get the nice like look. You're also on like 410 now, I'm pretty sure. You get this like, it's like a cinematic mode. It's like on Cosmic Tides. It's pretty cool. It can be a bit disorientating. Just a bit disorientating though. To go this way. It just feels. Oh. Ooh. That almost got me. Yeah, I'm sight reading at this point. I don't know what to do now. So we get to go on this jump. Jump over the kill bricks. Well, you don't need to. Don't jump onto this side. I will not. Some of these transitions are nice. It's nice and slow, but fast-paced. Alright. Now we get to go. Oh, it's moving me off. Buckle up. It's time for your final ride. This is just nice. Return to the final ride? Well, I don't know how that happened. Anyways, choice is yours. Let's return to the final ride. What? Did we just literally redo the final ride? That's literally what. Oh. Just look at this. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know why I want to do that again. Oh! Oh, snap! Look at this! It just goes and goes and... Oh, oh. Oh, nice. I'm glad I did that. And now we have the end. Man, the Chloe Towers are, like, actually, like, really high quality and really nice. Oh, that... Oh... Let's go, dude. That was nice. Oh. Alright, but if, like, why is this tower monthly? It's actually like fire. Alright, and this lighting, oh my, it's amazing. But anyways, that's this month's monthly towers. Watching the whole compilation. That's all of them. I'll see June for next month. Yeah, if those are, I did these other two towers, and yeah, that's the May monthly towers. Actually pretty cool. I recommend checking them out. And this is the easiest out of them all. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for next month's monthly towers. Obviously, I'll upload between then. I'm just making this so if you have any questions, like, am I actually going to wait to upload a month? No. But yeah, that's this month's monthly towers. See you next time for my next video upload.